There's a point in every summer, usually around the end of July, where the year tips over from growing into gathering. And you feel it in small, ordinary ways before any calendar pulls you or tells you, before any calendar tells you a thing. The first of the new potatoes may be worth eating, and the market has the gooseberries in. Yeah. My sister and I were out in her garden over the weekend, as we often do. Two of us delighted with the first real pick coming on, because we both love gardening and we'd happily talk about it and compare notes for hours. We're coming up on Lughnasa as I record this, which is the start of the Irish harvest, and there's an old way of meeting it that I think is well worth keeping. Lughnasa is the first day of autumn in the Irish reckoning, the 1st of August, the festival that opens the harvest. And it's the fourth, depending on when you start, but the fourth of our great seasonal turns, the fire festivals, along with Samhain, Imbolc and Bealtaine. Because the harvest itself was such an urgent, weather-watching scramble of work, the gatherings got shifted onto the nearest Sunday. And you'll find the day under all sorts of local names. So Garland Sunday, Hill Sunday, Down at Cromdove. People climbed the hills in their hundreds and picked the first of the freachan, the bilberries, off the heather. And they gathered at the old fair sites, the Éanach, at places like Tailtiu, which is Tailtown in County Meath now, where the assemblies were so big in the 12th century that the annals, the historical record, tell us that the line of horses ran 6 miles long waiting to get in. But the heart of it, and the thing that I want you to hold, is the rule about the first of the crop. You didn't cut your corn or dig your potatoes before the day came around. It's the last Sunday. It was sometimes called Bilberry Sunday as well. The last Sunday of July. To go out and harvest early was reckoned bad husbandry and worse manners, a kind of greed, a grabbing of the plenty before the plenty was rightly given. And when the day did come, the first of what you cut counted for the most. One of our greatest folklorists, Kevin Danaher, records the oldest form of it, where the very first corn was reaped on the morning of the festival and made into bread or porridge before the same evening. Now this could be Bilberry Sunday or it could be Lughnasa. The tradition does vary a little bit, right? Definitely not before the last Sunday in July or the 1st of August, right? So whatever was cut, whatever corn was reaped, was made into the bread or the porridge before the same evening. And when we talk about corn in Irish history, Irish tradition, Irish folklore, it doesn't always mean the corn that we think now. Corn was like a catch-all term for any grain, basically whatever grain was growing, right? So the first food of the new harvest was eaten in honour of the day, and this would be at Lughnasa. The whole ethic here is restraint. At the very moment you're most tempted to grab, you wait, you take the first, you mark it, and only then do you eat your fill. That's what the Irish harvest time actually asks of you, and it's a long road from simply calling abundance in. Now, you can do this wherever you are, even if you don't have a field to your name. You find the first of something that's genuinely coming to you now at this turn of the year. If you grow anything at all, even a pot of herbs on a windowsill, it's the first cutting of that. If you don't, it's the first of the season's fruit from the market, the first blackberries off a bramble on your road, the first of any harvest that's yours. And that can be the first money from a piece of work you finished, as much as anything that grows in the ground. You take that first portion and you set it apart from the rest on its own in your 2 hands or on a plate in front of you. And then you say plainly what it is and that it's the first of its harvest. Then you give a small piece of it away before you take any for yourself, put it out on the ground outside, or set it aside for someone else, the first cut going out from you and not into you. Only then do you take your share and eat it or use it, knowing the harvest is properly opened. Berbua. You got to keep it honest though. The first portion has to be a real first and a real giving, something that you'd actually have wanted for yourself, or it's only a gesture, and a gesture is not the work that we're trying to do here, right? Now, if you'd like a grounded Irish practice like this one coming to you every month, the source and the story behind it, that's exactly what Simple Irish Spells is for. It's my newsletter over on the Irish Pagan School site, and when you sign up, you'll get my Magic for Social Change toolkit for free as well. There's a free tier on the newsletter and a paid tier, and it's very minimal amount per month if you want to pay for full access, but there is also quite a few episodes that are completely free. And definitely check out the archives as well, not just what's coming into you every month. And whichever you choose, you're getting, as ever, properly sourced Irish practice that you can actually do. You're going to find it at irishpagan.school/spells. And as ever, the link is in the show notes below. Slán.